Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera and good morning everyone. A warm welcome to everyone who is attending the MUET Preparatory Online Webinar Series. This series is organized by UITM APB Collaborative Teaching Committee. My name is Zaida Hashim and I am from the Academic Pengajian Bahasa Center of Foundation Studies, University Technology Mara. I am the moderator for the first session of our webinar today, which is entitled How to Score in Your MUET Reading. This slot begins at 8 a.m. and ends at 10 a.m. And in a few minutes after that, we will proceed with the second session and on how to score in your MUET writing test. This is all will be presented by Madam Nithyavani Subramaniam. The session will end today at 12. Dear students and lecturers, we are honored today to have our guest speaker, Madam Nithyavani Subramaniam, who has been teaching in IPGK Sultan Abdul Halim, Sungai Petani, Kedah since February 2011 till the present. We are very happy that Madam Nithyavani has agreed to present valuable information, especially with tight schedule that she has in regards to on how to score the MUET reading test. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce our distinguished speaker who has 25 years of experience in teaching. Madam Nithyavani Subramaniam is a devoted educator. She holds a Master's in Education TESOL and is currently teaching at the IPGK Sultan Abdul Halim, Sungai Petani, Kedah. She is currently the coordinator and test setter for the teaching of reading and writing skills courses at IPGK Sultan Abdul Halim. She has vast experience in teacher training for the MUET program. Without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Madam Nithyavani to begin her session on how to score in the MUET reading test. The floor is yours now, Madam Nithyavani.
Madam Moderator, Puan Zaida Hashim. Hello everyone, good morning. Right, first of all, thank you to Pusat Asasi UITM Dengkil campus for giving me this opportunity to share with you some knowledge on MUET, specifically the reading and writing components. Are you ready? Okay, I am, so we'll start, without further delay. Right, I'd like to start our sharing session for today. Okay, please allow me to share my slides. Okay, I hope you can hear me clearly. Yeah, so we are here for a MUET workshop. I would like to call it workshop because it's going to be hands-on. Okay. We have 4 components, as you already know. We have 4 components in MUET, which are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. But for today, we are looking at reading and writing. Right? These are the, reading is a receptive skill and writing is a productive skill. So we'll look at this. Okay, we'll look at paper 3, reading, which takes up about 75 minutes. That would be 1 hour, 15 minutes. Okay, and what can we expect in a reading paper? There are 7 parts altogether and 40 questions. So which means it requires you to read. Okay, it requires you careful reading, right? Okay, the weighting 25%. As the total of MUET paper is 360 marks. Yeah, so since we have 4 skills, they take equal weightage, which is 25% each. Yeah, so the marks are equal as well, 90, 90, 90, and 90. So that would be 360 marks, right? Okay, and number of tags, there are 10 texts altogether, which are divided into 7 parts, right? Okay, genres, right? We would have short, simple text, which consists of advertisements, announcements, notices, short office documents, signs, labels, directories, prospectus, menus, timetables, yeah? And we would also have straightforward factual texts, such as short stories, light magazine or newspaper articles, blogs, biographies, emails, informal letters, formal letters, yeah, like letter to the editor or letter of complaint or job application letter, right? And we would also have long, complex text, right? Which is like which consists of magazine articles, reviews, feature articles, formal letters, research bulletins, discussion forums, textbooks, reports, journal articles, and professional publications. Now, question types. What can we expect? What kind of questions can we expect in our reading component? Okay, there would be 3 options, multiple matching questions. That's part 1. It's not MCQ, it's multiple matching questions. And then we would have for parts 2, 3, and 4, here where the MCQ comes in. Yeah, we only have 3 options, A, B, and C as the options. And part 5, we have gapped text with 6 missing sentences and 7 answer options. So there are 7 options given, but you're required to fill in 6 gaps, yeah, blanks. And finally, parts 6 and 7, we have 4 option multiple choice questions. So here we have the options of A, B, C, and D. Okay, so these are our 7 parts. Okay, right. Hold on, yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, these are just a warm up for you. All right, a warm up reading text, just short text with just 1 question each. Now, before that, yeah, students, before we start, I'd like you to, I'd like to let you know that I prefer this session to be rather informal. Yeah, you can stop me to ask questions. And that very moment when you are unsure of certain things, yeah, I say you don't have to wait till the Q&A session, right? Until the end of the session. It's better to clarify then, right? While I'm sharing. If you'd like to grab your, coffee, right? By all means, go ahead. Yeah, because it's going to be a long session for today. All right. And we'll stop our reading session once I'm done. So we'll have a short break in between to like stretch and unwind, and then continue with our writing. Yeah. So please be forewarned that this is going to be a heavy session, right? So you may want to write down the important points. Okay. Altogether, that we have 9 bands, yeah, for our TESOL. So before we go into reading, I just like to give you a short intro for this, right? So what are the 5 bands, students? Right, we have 5.5, 5, 4.5, 4, 3.5, 3, 2.5, 2, and 1. So altogether, we have 9 bands, yeah? Okay, you can still get an overall band 4. Okay, you can still get an overall band 4 even if you get a band 3 for your writing and speaking. What are your writing and speaking skills called? They are the productive skills. Okay, so of course, provided that you obtain bands, of course, if you get band 3 for your productive skills, which are the writing and speaking skills, you are still required to obtain bands 5.5, 5, or at least 4.5 for your reading and listening. Okay, so your reading and listening are the receptive skills, which are supposedly be easier, right? Lighter than your productive skills. So can we do well in our reading and writing? In our receptive skills? We can, provided we do ample of exercises. Yeah, the key word here is practice. We have to practice, practice, and practice for reading and listening. Yeah, I would like to tell you here that many candidates score 30 full marks for their listening. Okay, reading can be challenging initially, but my experience with my students, the more and more they do, by after, about their seventh or eighth practices, they get about quite high the scores. Yeah, about 28, 27, 28, most of them. But provided you practice. Yeah, the key word is practice. Okay, and now for reading, let's go on to reading now. Okay, for parts 1 and 2, yeah, they are set at A2. Yeah. Part 1, part 2, and part 3, they are set at A2 level. A2 means the language in these parts is comprehensible. Yeah, meaning we can understand the language easily, right? So parts 1, 2, and 3. If you want to score for your reading, now these are the 3 parts I always tell my students to score. Okay, because the language is manageable. If there's any difficulty at all, it is in this, in these parts. If there's any difficulty at all, it arises from the questions which are rephrased. Okay, that means they don't use the exact words from the text in the question. Okay, that means you can't find the words directly. They are rephrased. Yeah, so for example, in the text, it may be stated as situated in a botanical garden. Okay, the phrase is botanical garden. But in the question, they would rephrase botanical garden to sound as surrounded by a large green environment. Okay, so perhaps that's where difficulty may arise, because the questions, yeah, they don't use the exact words from the text. Okay. However, I stress the difficulty is only within the A2 level, right? So it is manageable, right? This is why, like I told you, I always tell my students to do well, well in these 3 parts. Yeah, if we want to do well in reading. Then as we move on to parts 4, 5, 6, and 7, we start feeling the pinch. Okay, when I say the pinch, it gets more challenging, more so in part 5, where we are required to fill in the blanks. Okay, remember I told you the missing the blanks, 6 blanks, but there are 7 options given. Yeah, so the one on missing sentences in paragraph. So this would take you a longer time, perhaps even up to easily 15, 20 minutes. I've got students who tell me that they took up 20 minutes just for part 5, yeah, to get all the answers correct, right? So I'd suggest that you spend lesser time on parts 1, 2, and 3. Class, students, I hope you're taking down some notes, yeah? Okay, so spend lesser time on parts 1, 2, and 3. Does not mean they are easy where you don't have to give importance, but try to save as much time as possible, because you need all the time, yeah, for other challenging parts. Yeah, so perhaps lesser than 5 minutes for part 1. Okay, it's manageable. You can do it within 5 minutes, yeah, for part 1. This is to ensure you have enough time for part 5, because part 5 is going to consume a lot of time. Yeah, you need all the time to ensure that the sentence fits, or sentences, yeah, fit into the paragraphs. Okay, and not to discourage you, but more often than not, candidates usually get about 2 or 3 correct answers out of the 6 blanks. Okay, so that is challenging. Then parts 6 and 7. We have talked about parts 1 to 3. We have talked about part 5, and now parts 6 and 7. They are more academic in nature, right? In terms of the question set, the level, right? If we do not have the proficiency to read academic text, then again, we need more time to comprehend the text to get the answers. Yeah, so we have to get into the habit of reading academic text. If we are only reading, novels and WhatsApp messages, right, and on information on social media, then it's going to be a little struggle, yeah, to comprehend academic text. So again, the keyword, it comes with practice. Okay, so basically what I'm suggesting is that we allocate more time for parts 5, 6, and 7 of the reading paper, right? But I've talked about parts 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. What about part 4? Okay, part 4 is more of comprehension type questions. Yeah, there are more comprehension type questions where you are tested on anaphoric or cataphoric type of questions, or the gist of the text, or the organization. Yeah, but we shouldn't have much problem with that, right? But the concern here is whether you understand the questions. Okay, that's going to be the challenge in part 4. The questions are not too difficult if we are able to comprehend, yeah, what is required. So part 4 is where, what is part 4 actually? Part 4 is where the review, right, where 2 texts are given, right? Review 1, review 2. So there are 2 questions on review 1, 2 questions on review 2, and then questions 19 and 20. The 2 questions are based on both the reviews. Okay, all right. Okay, now perhaps I'd suggest that you read the questions first for this, yeah, so that you don't have to keep going to the reviews. Yeah, try to answer 19 and 20 first, because it's based on both the text. So while you're reading, then you can attempt the other questions, like questions 15 to 18, right? So if you are preparing for questions 19 and 20, then you are ready for your questions 15 to 18, right? Okay, what's next? Okay, so, and like I stress again, parts 5, 6, and 7 would take more of your time, right? So now we'll go parts by part. Okay, before I go into part 1, I would like to just give some warm-up reading exercises for you. Could you please attempt the reading text A, right? And if you have a pencil and paper, just jot down your answer. All right, and then we'll have a go at it, yeah? Okay, the main message of the extract is, what would be your answer? A, B, C? Are they talking about people should not overeat fruits? Are they talking about any person? Or are they saying that fruits are not good for people with diabetes? Or are they saying diabetic people should limit the intake of certain fruits? Okay, look at line 4. However, those who are diabetic must watch their intake of certain types of fruits which are high in sugar to avoid blood sugar spikes. You know, we offer very often we say we are on diet, and then early morning we start with fruits and fruit juices, right? That would spike our blood sugar, right? So we are always advised to eat a carbohydrate first. But having said that, class, when you answer comprehension, reading comprehension questions, right, we are not allowed to bring in our prior knowledge, our existing schemata into answering the questions. Okay, our answers must be based on what's in the text. Okay, what we read is what we would use to answer the comprehension reading text. We cannot bring in our own existing knowledge, something that we read in the newspaper last night or something that we discussed in class 2 weeks ago. No, no, right? Everything is based on what we get, yeah, the evidence from the text. Okay, so what would the answer be here? The main message of the extract is C, right? Diabetic people should limit their intake of certain fruits. Okay, because again in the second last line, yeah, is written, nevertheless, those with diabetes should still be mindful of the amount they consume. The portion should be small, right? It's not like, we can eat any fruits and then we are okay. No, it's not okay, right? According to the text. Although we know that, yeah, but according to the text, it's clearly stated that we must limit our fruit intake. Okay, could you please have a go at this text, text B, and jot down your answer, yeah? Okay, what's the main idea of the extract? Now, I hope you're familiar with what a main idea is. A main idea is normally, yeah, normally it should be written in the first line or the first few lines, yeah. But sometimes this rule is not complied, yeah. Sometimes it goes to the bottom of the paragraph. But another way of finding out, how, to identify the main idea is, it is, it's talked about more than once in the paragraph. Okay, you would read, you'll get what's the main idea that you get by reading this text. Okay, ideally, yes, it should be in your first line, but rules are meant to be broken, right? We do not always comply to that rule, yeah, when we write text. So it can be anywhere, but at the end of the paragraph, what idea comes out clearly to you? So from text B, what would the main idea be? Lucas saved his mother's life, or Lucas was not hurt in the accident, or Lucas' mother escaped the wreckage. Which comes out clearly to you upon reading this paragraph? Okay, friend, line 5, right? He initially obeyed, when the mother said go as far away as possible because the car, right, might catch fire. She told him, right, go away as far. Initially he obeyed, but then he came back to pull Kelly from the wrecked car. It was a struggle for both of them to get up the hill, but Lucas pushed his mom really hard. Finally, they made it, and a passing car took them to the hospital. Kelly had a broken shoulder and needed 20 stitches to her head. Without Lucas'
Hello,
perseverance, she would
Madam
have
Nityavani.
bled out.
Madam Nityavani,
Yes, yes.
sorry to bother you. Is it all right if you turn on your camera?
No, you see, the shadow, I don't know, the lighting is so bad. Is that okay? It looks so shadowy here.
Oh, I see.
Is
Hang on
that,
for a
yeah?
moment.
And I think
Let
I'm
me
more
ask.
comfortable like this. Is that all right? Is it a
You
problem?
hang on. You hang
Yeah,
on. I'll find out from
yeah,
my bosses. How?
right.
Ah,
All right, thank you. Okay, so where is it, which part of the paragraph where, it's repeated, that same idea comes again, being repeated? Where? He came back to pull Kelly from the wrecked car, and then he pushed his mother really harder up the hill because it was a struggle for them to walk up the hill. And the last line, okay, without Lucas' perseverance, he never gave up on his mom, right? On helping his mom. So if he had not helped, she would have bled out. Bled out means all the water, all the blood would have, uh, would have been drained out from her body, right? And she would have definitely died, right? So what would the answer be? The main idea of the extract is Lucas saved his mother's life. Yeah, because you can see that being repeated, right? And being stressed. You see, even the last line, without Lucas' perseverance, she would have bled out. So it's clear that if Lucas had not been there, his mom would have died, right?
hello,
Okay.
madam.
Yes, yes,
Madam,
Panzaida. Yes.
my bosses say it's all right. It's all
All
right.
right. Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
so
Thank
much, Panzaida.
you.
All right.
No problem. Sorry to
All right.
bother you.
Okay. Right. Text C. Could you please try it, class? Write down your answer. So you can gauge, yeah, how many questions you have got it right. You don't have to tell me, right? It's for you to know. Okay. Clear cut, yeah. The main idea of the extract is what's clear cut? What is it? What is it? Look at the first line. This is the only paragraph I think which complies, yeah, with the rule that the main idea should be stated in the first line. Yeah, research has shown that people with a high level of vitamin C are found to live 6 years longer And then the next sentence, taking high doses of vitamin C may increase the chances of warding off cancer by up to 75% and shorten the length of a cold. Okay, and then vitamin C is important, yeah, for every cell in the human body. And then vitamin C also ensures a healthy immune system, right? Since this vitamin keeps us healthy, there are no serious health effects from taking it daily. We would definitely benefit from a healthier and longer life. So it's very clear that the answer is, class, B, right? The answer should be B. Vitamin C is capable of prolonging our lives. Okay, so now that we have done some warming up, let's look at part 1. Remember, part 1 is one of the easier parts, yeah? Parts 1, 2, and 3. Remember, we are supposed to take less time, yeah, in this part. So as I suggested earlier, for part 1, we should take lesser than 5 minutes. So what is it made up of? Part 1. 3 short texts of the same text type, thematically linked. For instance, if they talk about types of residential area, right? How residential area, or 3 different hotels, right? 3 texts, yeah, on 3 different hotels, or 3 types of mobile phones, okay, and they total up to between 100 and 150 words, yeah. Multiple matching. What do we mean by multiple matching? So number 1, the question, then you just put there which one, which type of phone maybe, right? Or which type of house, or which type of hotel. Okay, I'll just give you an example shortly. And then how many questions do we have? We have 4 questions altogether. Okay, here I've given you 3 questions here as a sample, but actually you would have 4 questions in this part 1. Okay, could you just read up on Cyberjaya, Kuala Lumpur, and Putrajaya? Okay, I'm sure we will get all the 3 questions here correct, yeah, because it's the language is simple at A2 level, okay, and it's not something very difficult to comprehend, and the questions are quite straightforward, okay. That is why, as I've told you earlier, spend lesser time on this part, yeah, ideally lesser than 5 minutes, within 5 minutes. So which has the shortest period of water disruption? So clear cut. B. You just have to write B, yeah? You don't have to write Kuala Lumpur. No, just B, right? Okay. Number 2, has problem with contaminated water? It should be Cyberjaya, right? Because the reason is written there, water contamination. And question 3, needs to download an app to get more information? It's number, it's number 3, and the answer should be C, right? Because towards the, the end of the text on Putrajaya is written there, download Putrajaya Water Supply Department's app for more information. So it's simple, right? Okay, so it's A2 level of language, so it's not difficult to comprehend. Okay, part 2. Part 2. one text of between 300 to 450 words, and we have MCQs with three options. Three options being A, B, and C. And altogether we have 5 questions, which are sorry, yeah, part two. Okay, there's a request here. Yeah, is it possible for the answer to be repeated? Okay, shall I go back to the warm up? I hope you're asking for from the warm up exercise. So exercise A, the answer should be C. Question B, the answer is A. Text C, the answer is B. Right? And then for part 1, number 1 is B. Number 2, it's A. And number 3 is C. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, and here for part 2, we have 5 questions, which are questions 5 to 9. Okay, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 5 questions there, and it's manageable because there are only 3 options. So shall we now look at the sample questions? And please, class, I request that you try answering the questions. Yeah, attempt the questions. Yeah, because there's no stress. I'm not going to ask you, right, how many questions you got it right. It's for you to know, right? You gauge your own reading ability, right? All right. Okay, let's look at this. These are just sample questions, yeah? Although there are 5 questions here, but there are just 2 sample questions. Otherwise, we have no time. Okay, so the AGDAD VIST, right, or AGDAD VIST blog is, what would your answer be for number 1? Is it a charity blog, a good blog, or a deed blog? Well, I would go for a charity blog. Why do we decide on charity blog? There is an initiative created for people just like you, people who love to do one random act of kindness a day, right? We have become a quite popular and positive movement that is dedicated to a good deed a day. This blog is one of the platforms for you to find ideas on how to carry out a good deed a day, right? So we have already gotten the 2 answers for questions 1 and 2. Question 1, the answer should be a charity blog, right? Because they have not requested for any payment and they keep talking about act of kindness, right? And don't get confused by the last line of the first paragraph. Those who join today will get a coupon. The coupon is not for becoming a member. It's for a discount on koala deliveries. Yeah. Okay. And then ActAdvice is a platform for people. Remember, I read the answer aloud just now. What's the answer? Where can you find the answer? Line or lines 4 and 5. Yeah, this blog is one of the platforms for you to find ideas on how to carry out a good deed a day. So your answer should be C, to find ideas on ways to do good acts. Yeah, so I repeat, for part B, number 1 is A and number 2 is C, right? Okay. Okay, there's another practice for you. Now I'm quite evil because I've stuffed all in. I hope you can see it. Wait, hold on. Okay, are you able to read it? I think it's not so bad. Yeah. Thank you for your feedback. Okay, I hope we are ready with our answers. Okay, number 1, Susie sent a letter to her friend Lynn because she would like to. What would the answer be? A, B, C. Very good, Masha. Right? Your answer is C. Invite Lynn to join her in the audition for an advertising company. Thank you very much, Masha. Okay. And number 2, at least, Masha, I don't feel like I'm alone. Yeah. Number 2 answer is up already from Muhammad Adam Haris. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm not alone then. Okay. So Susie says that the audition is very informal so that Lynn feels. Okay, why do you think she said, it was important for her that to say that the audition is very informal? Remember when I began my session, I also told you that I would like this session to be informal. Why? So that I'm not too conscious of what I say. I don't have to be very formal. Yeah, I feel a bit relaxed. Yeah. So why is it important for a situation to be informal? So that Lynn feels. B. Your answer was right. Yeah, young gentleman. Yeah, comfortable about what she needs to do during the audition. So you are not very conscious. Yeah. Okay, now I think we are done. We'll go to part 3. One text. Yeah, there's only one text of between 300 to 450 words. All this, what does it show? That we have lots of reading. Yeah, when we go in for our reading paper, which we should be done in 1 hour 15 minutes. Yeah, And again, we are still okay because we still have MCQs with three options. Yeah, so we only have option A, option B, and option C. Again, how many questions here? Five questions. Okay, so which are from questions 10 to 14, part 3. Yeah, questions 10 to 14. Okay, let's have a go. Are you ready, class? Okay, try. Ah, I've already got an answer from Isa. Isa, I see B, but B is for question 1 or 2? Isa, you may want to send back your response. Okay, Adam Harris. Wow, he's all, smiles. Yeah, CB. Okay, let's see, yeah, whether we, what are the correct answers. Okay, Sabrina, BC. Okay, any more response? Isa, I would like to hear from you. Okay, Dazrin, yeah, BC. Okay, Kadihara, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. BB. Isa? Okay. Hazim says BC. You may be right there. Okay, let's have a go. Yeah, at the questions. Why were the police looking for the lorry driver? This is a very straightforward question. Why? The police are searching for a lorry driver. Ah, Iza says yes. BC. Okay, let's wait. Yeah, Iza, thank you so much. Okay, right. The police are searching for a lorry driver who was involved in a hit and run that has caused the death of a civilian at Jalan Ipoh, right? The victim, blah, 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 who died at the scene after his motorcycle was hit from the back by the lorry. Okay, the victim died, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so hit and run, right? Hit and run. It's clear there. So number 1, it's B. So one clap for all those who answered B for number 1. Yeah. And why was the case still being investigated? Of course, it is, it's not clearly stated, but when it's a hit and run case and the case is still being investigated, so from reading the text, what idea do we get? Because the driver had severe head injuries? Because the driver hadn't identified the victim? Or because the police hadn't found the lorry driver? So 2 claps to all those who said C for number 2, right? So 1B and 2C. So all those who got both questions correct, 3 claps for you, right? Okay. Part 4. Okay, part 4. Okay, alignment is off a bit. I apologize. Okay, two independent texts based on the same theme, but not necessarily of the same text type. Totals up to 700, between 700 and 800 words. More reading for part 4. And what's part 4 about? Questions 15 to 20. Remember, we talked about, this is at comprehension level, okay, but there are two independent texts, they are not continuation from one another, two independent texts, they stand alone, but of the same theme, right? But a lot of reading to do, between 700 and 800 words. Okay, two MCQs with three options based on the first text. Normally it's a review. So that would be questions 15 and 16. MCQ, no worries, three options. And then 17, 18, another two MCQ questions with three options based on the second text. And then the last two questions of this part, questions 19 and 20, are based on both the text. So your understanding of both the text would be helpful in answering questions 19 and 20, right? Okay, if I move up here, it's not moving. Okay, I'm sorry. Right. Okay, this is your first text for part B, part 4. Or shall I just show you the questions first? I'll just show you the questions first. Okay. Question 1, based on the first text. What do you think is the reviewer's opinion of the show? Opinion of the show. And then one simple question based on the second text, review 2. Why did the reviewer not give a 5-star rating for the performance? And the last question, which of the following is true about, both the reviews? Okay, so the first text, what do you think is the reviewer's opinion? Okay, please read it. All yours. Okay, I hope you're done reading. Send me a thumbs up if you're done reading and you have found your answer. Done. Okay, Muhammad Adam, Haris, thank you. Thank you, Haris, for getting back to me. Okay, as such, I'll take it as you're done. Okay, look at the choices. Okay, Sabrina, she has come up with the answer C. What about the rest? What's your answer? C, again, Nurul Huda. C, thank you. Ilmi Madiha, C. Okay, shall we just go back to the text? Okay. Okay, the last 3 lines in summary. Okay, C, Nazim says C, thank you. In summary, The show was entertaining in its own unique way, but of course, it could be better, right? Try engaging a Malaysian as the theatre's creative director. Just my 2 cents worth. It might just work, right? Why does he say that? Why does he summarize as saying that, it could be better? Okay, go up 2 lines or 3 lines maybe. I enjoyed the first 3 scenes immensely, but the last 2 scenes lost me. Okay, the performance during those scenes failed to reach out to me, and I couldn't quite figure out the happenings that were going on stage. Yeah, so he's not too happy. So, number one, lost me means number one, C. The reviewer was confused in the latter part of the should it be latter or should it be later part of the show? Yeah, later part of the show, because the first 3 scenes he was happy and he's confused with the 2 last scenes. Okay, shall we move on to question 2? Why did the reviewer not give a 5-star rating for the performance? Now please read review 2 to answer this question. Okay, you're done? Quite clear, isn't it? Clear cut. The question is all right. B. Okay, thank you. Adam Harris. Okay, I've got a C from Noor Hakimi. Nurul Huda says B. Okay, Alisa says B. Okay, your answer should be. Fatin says B. Okay, correct. Answer should be. Banaze Kamil says B. Yeah, so answer should be B. The reviewer did not like the first part of the show. He says it clearly, right? Look at the last paragraph, the third paragraph. However, I wouldn't give it a 5-star rating. Why? We found the first half of the show a little slow and boring, but enjoyed the, okay, here it's written latter half, yeah, with the water effects, yeah. So he's not giving a 5-star because the reviewer did not like the first part of the show. So it's B. Okay, one question based on both the text. Which of the following is true? Which of the following is true of both reviews? Okay, I'll go back a bit. Yeah, have you read the 3 options? Okay. One Noreen already says C. One Noreen says C. Amir Firdaus says C. Daniel says C. Khairunisa says C. Okay. Adam Irfan says C. Okay, so the answer has to be C. Yes, Muhammad Shawal also says C. So since everyone says C, it's C, right? Sometimes not necessarily, yeah, but this time, yes, very good. All of you have got correct, yeah, those who responded. So number three, C, both reviews described the impressive stage. So now you have got a taste of part four. Still manageable, right? Okay, so that is why we say, it was said that part four is more on comprehension level. Yeah. Okay, now we'll move on to, oh, sorry, there's another sample question. Okay, your answer, please. What do we learn from the reviewer's impression of the homestay? This question is based on this review. We are still at part four, yeah? So, answer? Okay, Sabrina says A, Daniel says A, Danny says A, Usman says A, Takif says A. So does it make the answer A? Yes. One clap for all of you. Shabil Aiman also, yeah? A. Yep, Nurul Azwani, A as well. Correct. Yeah, so wow, Umar says A. Right. A few claps for you, Umar. Okay, so answer A, he was moved. Banazir says A. Thank you, Banazir. Okay, what do we learn? Right? So we know that the reviewer was moved by the hospitality of the host. Yes, Banaze, yay! Okay, now I'm feeling very comfortable. Nice. When you respond is good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because from the beginning right to the end, he only has nice things to say. Yeah, see, this is one place that will remain etched in my mind forever, right? He uses words like a picturesque. Putri, yes, clap, clap, clap. Okay, the path leading up to this picturesque lake is simply breathtaking, beautiful greenery. Yeah, there are lots of phrases, yeah, to show that he's very impressed. Yeah, so number one, A. And let's look at review two and question two. Why does the reviewer include information about the balcony? This is a bit maybe tricky. Let's see. Okay, Ang says B. Fauzana says B. 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 Okay, B. Again, B. B, B, B. Swami Orang says B, B, B. You're making me smile, Swami Orang. Not because of the B, because of your name. Afiq says B. Okay, to describe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, to all those who responded. Yeah. Okay, let's read line 9. The moment we stepped onto the balcony, we were awestruck as it faces a tea estate. We felt as though we were standing inside a huge fairy tale tea garden, right? So our answer should ideally be, initially I was thinking, as I was trying out, yeah, of course I had to try out before, I share these questions with you. I was thinking, could it be to highlight the vastness of the tea estate? But then I'm looking at a huge fairy tale tea garden. Yeah. So as such, we will settle for B. Okay, to describe the feeling of being in a magical tea garden, because only when he stood there he could see how beautiful the whole place was. Yeah, as though it's a scene from a fairy tale. Yeah, a fairy tale tea garden. Right. Okay, question 3 is based on both the reviews. Okay, may I? Oh, already. Husband says C. C. Could we just check if C? C. Aina says C. Both reviews mention how surprised. Okay, Shawal Fitri says C. How surprised they were with the bonfire. Let's see. Do we have a bonfire here? Okay. Akil Naufal says C. Okay, all right. We get a bonfire here. The fifth last line. And then let's look at this. Do we have a bonfire here? Yes, the third last line. Oh, it started in the fourth last liner. We did not expect a bonfire evening. Okay, so answer to number 3, C. So if you got all the 3 answers correct, please give your shoulder a tap. Well done. Right? Okay, are we ready now to move to part 5, which I've been telling you is a bit challenging, but please impress me. Yeah, let's get all the answers correct again. Yeah, for part 5. All my active respondents, students who are responding well, please, yeah, continue doing so. It's okay if our answers are wrong. Yeah, we can't expect to be correct all the time. Please let me confess, I too sometimes get the answers confused. It requires me. Let's go, Muhammad Adam Farihari says. Yes, I'll take up the challenge. Yeah, I too sometimes sit and ponder upon the answers because it requires reading and rereading. Yeah, so don't be too hard on yourself if you get it, incorrect. Yeah, so part 5, one text of between 500 and 600 words. And what's the exercise? Wow, Putri, she says, let's get the fire, yeah, going, right? A gapped text with six missing sentences, but we have 7 options, A to G, yeah, okay, but 6 questions because 6 missing sentences. Okay, we're ready, let's go. Okay, but of course, I'm not giving you all the questions because we simply don't have the time, yeah, class. So only few just to get you, going. Yeah, you get a taste of it. Yeah. Okay. Oh my students, I think. Sorry, I have actually given you the wrong choices of answers. I'm so sorry. Sorry. We abandoned this exercise. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Yeah, the choices of answers are not for this. I'm so sorry. All right. I'm so sorry. I will try to share the exercise with later through one of your lecturers there. Yeah, I'm so sorry, class. Yeah, please give me a symbol to show that I'm forgiven. Okay, thank you, Muhammad Harif. Yeah, thank you. Was a really, an overlook and it shouldn't have happened, but I apologize. Yeah, I truly apologize. Okay, it's okay, madam. Thank you, Omar. Okay, thank you. Okay, such kind students I have. Yeah, okay, thank you. Part 6. Okay, but this is how it's going to be. Thank you, Benazir. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. Yeah, you have choices, but I should have taken the choices, the one at the bottom, right? Okay, so this is how you'd have your gaps, and then the answers are there. You are supposed to choose and put it in. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, part 6. One text of between 700 and 800 words. Yeah, again, more reading. And these are getting more challenging. Yeah, these are getting more challenging. MCQs with 4 options. Yeah. Did you notice or not? From 3 options, it has suddenly become 4 options. That means options A, B, C, and D, and 7 questions here. So part 6 would be questions 27 to 33. Okay, questions 27 to 33. Right? Okay. Right. Could you please attend these questions? Oh, already? That's fast. You've got the answer A, C. Ryan, A, C. Okay, let's see, yeah. We'll give the others time. A, C. A, C. Nur Awanis. A, C. A, C. Mia. A, C. Correct? A, C? Okay, what's the writer's attitude towards the hybrid sumo vehicle? Is he impressed? Optimistic? Seems to be indifferent? What's your answer? Daniel Fitri says AC also, but I also got some different answers, yeah? Okay, Banazi also says AC. Okay, BC. Okay, Diane Damita B. So what's your answer? What's your answer? I would go for B. He's optimistic about the vehicle because the reason being he is impressed. Is he totally impressed of the vehicle? You see here, it talks about, paragraph 2. He talks about, Shani says AC, but I think for number 1, I would go for B because he has also talked about the disadvantages. Yeah. The hybrid has huge advantages over electric vehicles, which have batteries that tend to need frequent recharging. This results in inconvenience of long distance traveling, and the recharges are time consuming. With the Sumo's hybrid power system, the gasoline engine charges the battery, so there is oh no, it's actually all good, isn't it? Yeah, the hybrid he's referring to, Sumo, has huge advantages, which have batteries that tend to, okay, right. So what's the answer then? A or B? He's very impressed because it's only talking about all the good things, yeah? So I would take it as A. To all those who said A, well done. Okay, because at one point I got confused, yeah? So A, right? He's impressed. Yes, Badrun? Ryan says A. Okay, number 2. The purpose of the text is? Alia, thank you. Yay, Banazir. Okay, number 2. The purpose of the text? Okay, Isra says C. Okay, most of you already said C, yeah? Most of you said A, C. Hazik, thank you. Hazik Zikri. C. Okay, correct. The purpose of the text is to persuade people to buy the new hybrid vehicle Sumo, because from the beginning it's an auto show, but you see how he has referred sumo to. He calls it the celebrity, right? Will most probably be the launching of sumo, and then all the nice, impressive things about sumo. Is there anything on protecting our surroundings? No. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, everything about the advantages of sumo, right? All the positive points. So we will go for C. Persuade people to buy the new hybrid vehicle Sumo. Right? B is wrong because there's nothing on other vehicles. Yeah, he's not talking about any other automotive vehicles or technology. Right? He's only talking specifically about this vehicle Sumo. Right? So we are settled. Number 1 and number 2, A, C. Right. Okay, we'll go for another one exercise. Try it, class. Okay, I think number 1 is D. Okay, D, C. Maybe D, C. Isa also says D, C. Okay, another one or two Okay, D. So number 1, D. All right. Okay, D, C. Let's see if we're right. Yeah. Thank you very much, yeah, for all your responses. In paragraph 1, the writer's main intention is to highlight the what? Yes, search for self identity. Yeah, for adopted youths in challenging. Right. And number 2, which of the following is true of the adopted adults? They would be angry if their adoptive parents lied about their origins. Flabby Patty, right? DC, right? Correct. So please give yourselves a few claps, yeah, to all those who said 1, 2 are D and C. Okay, now if you look, DD Hasman, I think we will go for C, right? Number 2. Okay, now, before I forget, if you notice part 6, it's normally the questions require you to recognize the text content features. Yeah, the text content features like details, opinions, emotions, attitudes of the writer, okay, or attitudes, purpose, implication, that kind of questions. Okay, whereas for part 5, it is more of like identifying the purpose of paragraph, okay, recognizing the text structure, right, identifying cause and effect relationships, yeah, the one on reviews. Okay, part 6 is more on recognizing text content features. Yeah, I repeat, like opinions, emotions, attitudes, yeah, the writer's purpose, and so on. Okay, now we'll look at one last part, part 7, for reading, and then we are done for reading. Yeah, okay, one text of 700 to 800 words, more reading. MCQs, 4 options, and we have how many questions? 7 questions. But of course, we have no 7 questions here. Yeah, we just don't have the time. Okay, so just feel right. The answer is already coming in. Number 1 is B. Someone says it's B. I think B, Flabby says. Okay, B, 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 B from Haikal. B, Zuraini says B. Noor Hazwani says B. Akil says B. B, Fatin says B. Okay, so yes, you are correct, all of you. Yeah, what is the third paragraph mainly about? It's about a possible cause of depression. Yeah, okay. Faradina has gone one step further. Okay, she has provided the answer for number 2 as well. She has said it as B. So let's see if we are right. Yeah, Faradina. Okay, paragraph 3, yeah, it is written there clearly. Yeah, researchers suspect that light disturbances may have a part to play, as there is probably no single reason for the trend. That suspicion is based on the observation that people nowadays are exposed to far more sources of artificial lights at night. Yeah, Damita says BA. Okay, let's see, Damita. Right, so a possible cause of depression. Right, they're talking about light disturbances. Okay, because the whole paragraph, they're talking about lighting. All right, artificial lights, disturbances. Yeah, okay, exposed to far more sources. Right, okay. Number 2, the following statements are true, except all are true. Flabby says number 2 is A. Maybe you're right, Flabby. The following statements are true, except Awani says A. Kaidir says A. Ilmi says A. A. Iman Iksan. Amira says A. So what's your answer? Fatin, all A's? It's A. Yes, it's A. You are right. You are correct. Yes. A for Ayam, Banazir. I'm sure you're a very cheeky student, Banazir. Okay, but it's always the cheeky students who get the session going, yeah, by saying all the naughty cheeky things. I also have such students in my class, yeah, so they become my life wire, right, during long sessions, yeah. If you can see, this is going to be a marathon, okay, right from 8 to 12. So we are going to take a good break in between before we continue at 11 later. Yeah. So number two, yes, you're correct. Most of you said A. Yeah. People who work night shifts do not get depressed in spite of light exposure. No. Read the last paragraph. Studies have also proven that night shift workers have higher rates of mood disorders than those who have sufficient sleeping time. So they have their share of problems too. Okay, right. The main idea in paragraph one. Wait, okay, right. I have, I can't. Here, this is the text. Right, we'll go for one last uh, practice and then we'll take a break. Yeah. Do you want to look at the questions first? Sometimes it's helpful. Yeah, allow me to show the questions first. What's the main idea of paragraph one? Examples of health problems in lines 9 and 20. Okay, right. Read the text, please. Okay, have done reading. Okay, try answering these questions. So the main idea of paragraph 1. Okay, may I have the answers coming in, please? Okay, DA, maybe, Ilmi, maybe you're right. DA, Flabby is thinking whether it's, the answers are D and A. Let's see. Both of you, yeah, you've got, your answers are similar, right? Okay, let's see what's the main idea. C, maybe, Manasseh, let's see. G and A. Okay, let's look. We'll go back, yeah? We'll go back. Okay, white sugar wants a luxury commodity. Okay, we have got a CA from Nur Anis. Okay, we'll hold on the answers first. Okay, Hazwani also says the A. Let's see, yeah? Okay, white sugar, once a luxury commodity, soon became cheaper and formed a large part of the diet of working families in the newly industrial cities. Okay. Okay, Hasbullah says it's C. Why? You know why? You know why I'm reading again? Because my answer is different from yours for number 1. Okay, my answer is very different from all of you. So that is why I'm reading again. Okay, so let's go back. The main idea in paragraph 1 is that okay, let's see, yeah, whether my answer is B, High fructose corn syrup is as Anash, thank you, you're with me. Yeah, B. My answer is B for number 1. High fructose corn syrup. Yes, YOLO. Is it B? Yes. This is my answer. High fructose corn syrup is as detrimental to health as white sugar. Shall we look for it? See, read the last 3. Yes, Amira says B. The third last line. Research has, Kaidir, thank you for standing with me. Okay, research has shown that high fructose corn syrup is chemically, yes, Benazir, we are different this time, okay, is chemically similar to white sugar. Okay, so that is why I have taken B. I've chosen B. High fructose corn syrup is as detrimental to health as white sugar. Most of you put it as D. But is that the main idea? Is that the main idea? Cheap donut, don't worry. Sometimes I get it wrong too. Okay? It's all right. We are learning. I'm learning too. So don't feel so bad. Yeah? So number 1, I would go for B because of course it was introduced due to high demand. But is that the main idea? Is that what are they discussing? The main idea that comes out of it. What are the key takeaway from this paragraph? Right? So I would stand by my answer that it is B because they are talking about, much debate and blah, blah, blah. Right? Your D answer is just here, right? Line 4 and 5. But then after that, look at the discussion. The main concern here is that it's as bad as white sugar. Okay, number 2. The examples of health problem in lines 19 and 20 illustrate that all types of added sugar. Yes, here I think all of us got it right. A, yeah, increase the risk of, yes, Ashraf, A, increase the risk of heart disease. Yes, YOLO, you're right. A, we all got it right this time. Okay, so it's now 9:43. What about C? Are included in a wide range of everyday food. The examples of health problems illustrate that all types of added sugar. Would you like to read your answer again? You said C. No mistake. Hasbullah says yes. It's A all the way through. But now say A. Yes, you're right. Yeah. No, one of the students asked me, what about C? So I'm looking at it. The examples of health problems in lines 19 and 20 illustrate that all types of added sugar, right, are included in a wide range of everyday food. Let's look at lines 19 and 20 here. The last two lines, yeah. However, there is a scientific evidence indicating that the use of too much can contribute to health problems such as weight gain. Yes, yeah, Haikal, thank you. Thank you for answering, yeah. Okay, look at all the problems because of the added sugar, right? Weight gain, okay, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, right? All these problems because of the added sugar. So I think we would definitely go for A, right? Because all this will lead it will increase, right? See, that boost your risk of heart disease. It's quite clear cut there, yeah, to the student who asked. Thank you for the question. Yeah, no question is not good enough. Yeah. Okay, now that we have come to the end, yeah, we're starting with paper 4, writing. I love this part. I'm not saying I love it because it's easy. Okay, sometimes it's difficult too for me, but I feel that I have the oomph when I do writing. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any questions regarding reading? Okay. If you don't have, just say no, madam, or no, miss, and then we'll take a break and come back at 10. If you have your questions, please type your questions. Now, students, I apologize. My camera is switched off. Yes, I've been getting, reminders, but my room, the lighting is so bad, so it looks shadowy, and I don't like the way I look. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and I feel more, I better like this because the lighting is odd. You would have noticed that it was a bit dark. And Kaidir, thank you. So far, so good. Okay, thank you. Right, Amirul, thank you. So, Madam Zaida, I think we can
continue from here. All right.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Nithyavani, for answering the questions. I believe that we are more confident now to answer the questions for the MUET reading test. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just completed the first half of our MUET session this morning, and we will now take a short break and continue the second half of today's session within a few minutes, and we will begin at 10. All right, then, from me, goodbye. Thank you.